Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode of Welsknight's Realm. And in today's episode, we're going to be adding a mine to the village right over there because, well, frankly, I don't want to walk all the way through the nether to go mining. But first, we have a couple more patrons to add to the House of Patrons. So let's get that done and out of the way. And we'll just put them right here. And first and foremost, we have Nathan Anderson. There we go. And then we have, I don't know if it's Stefan or Steven. I'm going to guess Stefan. Stefan, if I butchered your name, I'm very sorry. It's a service that I provide. But guys, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. It really does. And enjoy your spot in the House of Patrons, where you will live as part of the world until we make a proper Hall of Patrons. I'm running out of space in here. We might have to tackle that Hall of Patrons project sooner than I had anticipated. Also, I should probably note about Patreon, guys, we're like $4 a month away from me setting up the Patreon server for all of the patrons who donate $5 or more a month to play on. So basically, the next person who donates $5 or more, you are the one that triggers that special Patreon only server. I don't know, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and get to the mine. I think we're gonna hollow out the mine like right here. And is it already getting dark? It feels like I just slept. Man, these things, they creep up on you so fast. I'll tell ya. All right, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a nap here. And then we'll go back to working on this. Now, I did go mining, and I also spent some time at my EXP farm. I have a little zombie farm that's not ideal, but it gets the job done. And I now have myself a Fortune 3 and a Silk Touch picks. That is going to get making the Englishes today, guys. Holy cow, I cannot talk. This is terrible. I now have a Silk Touch pick. Oh, the Englishes. I now have a Silk Touch pickaxe, which will make getting smooth stone much easier than it was before. We're also going to head over here to the lumber mill, and I think I'm going to need a little bit of this spruce wood. There we go. That should be enough, I think. And you can see I've got some iron on me, too. We're going to need that in a little while. But first, we need to get the mine going. Now, the mine is essentially going to serve two purposes. First and foremost, it's obviously going to serve the purpose of a mine, a place where I can go to dig for resources and all that kind of good stuff. That kind of goes without saying. The other thing that the mine is going to be used for, however, is a little less obvious. Just like we have a wood or a lumber warehouse over there and a stone warehouse here, I'm going to use the mine kind of as my warehouse for storing things like dirt, gravel, maybe sand, stuff like that. So that kind of stuff will all be stored in here in the mine as well. Now, I'm mining out an area that's 5 by 4, although I'm kind of looking at it, and I'm thinking that it might need to be a little bit higher than that. We'll know once we actually put these logs in place, like that. Okay, that doesn't look so bad now. That actually looks to be about the size that I want it to be. And maybe what we'll do is bring those out a little bit too. Like that. That looks about right, doesn't it? Especially if we do something like that. That seems like a pretty good entrance to a mine, I think. I'll have to do a little bit of patchwork here and there to kind of clean up the landscape around it, make it look like it blends in a little bit better. Probably add some bushes and stuff like that, but I think that's a pretty good start. Now, this room right here should be far enough into the hill where I can just hollow out like a room right here to get used for storing dirt and gravel and all that kind of stuff like I was just talking about a minute ago. And we're also going to make this room 5 by 5. Now, this portion of the mine, it's probably not going to be very practical because, you know, logs, it's not really resource friendly. Let's put it that way. But it will look pretty, and that's the important part, right? That it looks pretty. That's what I think is the important part. Let's dig this out a little bit farther. And I don't know how many chests I want. Maybe what we'll do, we also got to figure out how we're going to do lighting in here. I just thought of that. Maybe we'll put torches up like that. And on those corners right there, something, I don't know. We'll kind of figure this. I think we'll figure the lighting out as we go. But let's see. We could do chests and trap chests. This might be enough space, honestly. In fact, I think this probably will be enough space right here. If we just take that much out, that'll give me room for 8 full chests. And that's a pretty good number of chests. I think that'll probably be enough. Especially once we get that in there. Yeah, we'll put the chest back here. And then I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I don't know if I'll put anything there. For now, let's just put up a little bit of lighting like right in here. So there's our dirt, sand, and gravel room, which I think will work just fine. Now, as for the mine itself, I know that I want a stairway. That's going to take a little while, obviously. So let's do a little bit of this. Fill that in. And I think this is about... let's actually go one more. And then we'll start kind of digging down, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So what we'll do, I don't want this to be a completely straight stairwell that goes all the way down to the bottom, down to the, mining level. I don't want that to be a thing. I don't think that's a good look. So what we're going to do instead is we're basically going to wrap the staircase around. Let's see, we are at a Y level of 75 right now. So if we go down to 50 right here, and actually this would probably be easier if I just did it this way. And then I just have to figure out where to stop. And you guys probably can't see a thing. But ultimately what I'll do is I'm going to dig this down to level 50, guys, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I am back, and we are down to Y level 43. And look at all the resources that I have gathered just from hollowing out what we've got so far. We're only about halfway there. I was originally going to do 3 staircases, but I changed my mind and decided to make it into 2 staircases instead. It is also quite dark outside, so I think we should probably head back and take ourselves a little bit of a nap. Last thing we want is some creeper coming and blowing up what we worked on so hard in this little town so far. Also, we need a name for this town. I didn't even think about that. Man, that's a lot of stuff. Holy cow. Time to go. Okay. Close the doors behind us. Whew. Nasty things. Nasty things are afoot. We're getting ourselves a whole bunch of diorite, granite, we're getting stone, we're getting all sorts of goodies, which is awesome. That's exactly what we need. And actually, you know what we could do? Right here, I figured out what we can do with this. We can make a crafting table and just leave that right there. And then I'll put a couple of these, and I think this one will be dirt. Or at least as much dirt as we can fit for the moment. And the rest of these can just, this one will probably be gravel. We'll maybe do coarse dirt here and sand here, or something like that. I don't really know. I do know, though, that this ceiling is definitely going to have to be a little bit further back. So as I work my way down, I'm going to take another level off the ceiling. So guys, I'm going to work on this a little bit more, and I'll be back in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got another layer taken off here, and what we're doing right now is I'm just kind of flattening this little bit right here out a little bit, giving me some room to work with, because what I want to do is I want to take the staircase and basically do the exact same thing, but kind of turn it around, if you will. So that's kind of the plan, and I think we're going to have to go... I think that seems about right. So then we would go this way. Or maybe we do 5. Yeah, let's go this way. And we'll just kind of take this little part. And we have a post here that would come over, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this little bit of it as far as the stairs go. I know that I want stairs that lead down, and I also know that I want them to turn. But beyond that, I'm not really sure. I'm almost thinking that we should take this one in just a little bit more. Oh, man, I can't even reach that. There we go. Hello, iron. I see you. Let's grab this. Ooh, can't make that either. There we go. We'll use our fortune pick on the coal in case we get a little bit more. Okay, so that's a nice, reasonably even turn. And then we would basically just turn it back going the opposite direction. So let's see, 4, 5. So then this is where the staircase would start going back this way, I think. Is that right? No. Yes? Yeah, right here. And this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sweet. All right, guys, I'm going to get a little bit more of this staircase hollowed out, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I am back, and I've got a lot of work done. I got this all hollowed out going all the way down. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to do is I'm going to want to make some stone brick stairs, which I'm going to use as the primary way to get down. So let's get that going. There we go. And we're going to put those, I think, right here. And we're only going to do it on these 2, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's... Oh, what am I doing? I said we're only going to do it on these 2, and then I start putting them on other ones, too. Silly me. So basically, we'll take the stairs down, and then this line right here is going to be devoted to a minecart track, a railway, so that you can get down a little bit faster, and also so that I can send resources that I've gathered down in the mines back up. So, let's get this going. Oh, misplaced. We're getting there. We're getting close. There we go. So we've got those stairs done. And then the minecart track is going to come right along here and then down this way. So on this side, we'll do it over here. Just like so. And I think this will be really cool when it's done. Now, I haven't done a railway in an extremely long time. I do admit that. It's been a little while. So hopefully, I will remember the recipes and all that kind of good stuff. We did find a cave right up there as I was building this little stairway down. But that's fine. There we go. So we've got our stairway, and this is the main part of the mines right here. So it's looking pretty good so far. Now, I don't know, I'm thinking stone brick again for this little part where the minecart's going to go. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. Oh man, that's so much faster getting back up that way. Whew. Love it. Alright, now, let's grab some more stone brick. And we'll just convert all of it like that. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and make the minecarts right away, or the tracks for the minecart right away as well. This is the part that I might derp up a little bit. We're going to find out. Let's see. So I know I'll need some redstone. I know I'm going to need some gold and some iron. And I'm going to need a bunch of sticks too. So let's do a bunch of these. And that should make a whole bunch of tracks. And then if I remember correctly, the recipe for powered rails... Oh, I need redstone dust. I think the recipe for powered rails is that? No, it's not. Maybe it's a redstone torch, which I'm going to need a bunch of anyway. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Aha, there it is. I knew it was something like that. There we go. How many of these do we need? Let's make 30 to start with. That should be enough, I would think. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, it's gotta be. Okay. I know we're also going to need a hopper. Maybe 2, but we'll start with 1. And the rest of this stuff we'll just bring with us. And I'm going to put those back in there and those back in there. Okay, so let's get to doing this stuff. Let's see here. Okay, so, right here, we're going to want a powered rail right at the very top. Oh, let's not throw that away. Come back, you. There we go. And we'll put that there. And then put a powered rail on top. And, oh, that's not, I didn't want to put another one there. Here we go. And then we'll start working these down. Now, I don't remember exactly how far. I think I can have maybe like 3 between each one. Something like that. It's something along those lines, I believe. So 1, 2, 3. Then we'll take that one out. And we can just leave these powered at all times. And I know that I don't need them that close together to get the player up the track. But I think, I know the distance with a minecart is a little bit less. So, we'll have to test it as we go. We'll have to test it. Let me get this all put in place, guys, and I will be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I am back, and I've got the railway all put in. I did decide to bring it down 1 block, just so that it would be more in line with the stairs. So, let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's test it out. Got ourselves a minecart. And... ooh. Well, it gets us up the top of the stairs. Fairly easily, kind of. Barely. Ooh. I have a nasty feeling that that's not gonna work so well. I'm sure it'll work just fine going down, obviously. But I have a feeling that I'm going to need to put more powered rails in, because I'll bet you just about anything that if I do that and put that thing here, maybe put some stuff in it and push it on its way, yeah, it's not gonna make it all the way up. Oh, man. Alright. Well, looks like I'm gonna go back and put in some more powered rails, guys. I will be back in just a little bit. Alright, guys, I am back, and I'm ready to run the cart test again. So, I made a couple changes to the rail. There we go. Now it seems to be working. And made it all the way up. Excellent. So, it arrives right here just like it's supposed to. Now, I just need to use my mad redstone skills, or lack thereof, to get it to dump off its stuff. Probably in a new room. I think I'll actually make a new room for that. Like maybe right over in here. Ooh. There isn't room over here. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Let me do some thinking, guys. Let me get the redstone stuff figured out, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, guys, I am back, and I've got this all figured out, I think. So, I've got the redstone done. I am not, and do not claim to be the creator of this little redstone contraption. Any of you who have been watching my channel for any length of time know that the limit of my redstone ability extends to maybe making a piston door after about 45 minutes of trying. No, this little contraption was thought up by Mumbo Jumbo, and there's a short tutorial video on it on YouTube. I'll put a link to that in the video description. If I forget, somebody please remind me, because sometimes I forget that kind of stuff. But it is not my creation. However, it works very well, and it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, there's that minecart chest that keeps flying up and down this track. As soon as it hits here, it heads back the other way. And the reason that it does that is because it doesn't have anything to load. So, the chest that it dumps off in is empty. Let's just put 4 pieces of redstone in here for now. That will then feed into this hopper. And actually, let's also put 2 pieces of coal in there. Now, that's going to feed into here. And as soon as that is done loading into the chest, it's going to bring it back up the stairs and drop it off in this chest right here. So it's just an easy way to get my resources from all the way down there to all the way up here so I can mine and keep mining faster. I would like to develop this a little bit into a larger amount of chests and stuff like that, but I think that's going to have to wait for the next episode. Next episode, we'll continue work on the mines, and basically what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of clean it up and make it look a lot more appealing than it does right now, because right now, admittedly, it's a little ugly, it's a little empty, but the basic functionality is here. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.